Hello, Blue. Got joined by Blue is on. I bet a bull shark is on. This is something. Oh, I had left the biotoxin in my inventory like a dum-dum. That was stupid. Here's what I think. I have ideas. I have ideas today. Today we are going to build. What timing? I'm literally about to go take a nap. Hello, Blue. Yeah, I was like, oh hey, look who's on. Yeah, don't worry. I'm getting into the saddle to do so much building today, Blue. Blue, today is just straight up insanity. Basically, me and the boat are about to go and just build. It's literally going to be one of those, like, design days where all I do is just nerd out. I'm gonna try and make something that looks absolutely diabolically crazy. Aloe is in the fridge? Why donka? Why donka? Oh, the Morella Tops is so cute. Alright, do you have food? You live. Okay. My darling Pegos are all about to be introduced. Hello, Phoenix! Are all about to be introduced to one thing and one thing only. Which is a cryopod. Because if we're gonna build a fortress, then that means that the Pegos will also stop their screaming campaign. And I know just where we're gonna build it. I'm pretty well- oh my god. Holy Pego. Time to play Mecha Chameleon with the owl here in a half hour, I'll hop on. Let's go. Can be recharged at cryo fridge. Otherwise, it will be after funny hide and seek game. Let's go. Leon also says hi. Let's go. We love us some Leon. Alright, let's cryo up my screamy babies. Because my screamy babies are driving us all successfully insane, I think. My children. How I love you all. But how we must all prepare for an inevitable new fortress. I have tested the building. I have plans and designs. Especially for a place that has significantly more trees, and especially now that we have a little bit of a, let's just say, baseline security. Oh my god! What the hell? Game, how could you possibly do this to me? That was not considerate, game. That could have ended so badly. I'm thankful that it did not. Getting hot again? Let's go, Walker. Yeah, I know. You guys are due for another heat wave, and so are we starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be yet another scorcher, which is really good that we have this because we're just gonna be chilling. It's tomorrow the 8th, and then Black Flag is the 9th, which is actually, I was very thankful to see that I, thank you God, do not have to worry about that later on today. I was like, oh please. I was like, oh please, Ark. Don't have released so close, you know? Much as I love Ark, I do. Black Flag is about to also have us in a chokehold, and I would like to, live. Why do you have Flint? Oh, because you stole Flint. No poop. No pooping before you get in the cryopod. Hello, Smee! It's always either the Norway chants or the Halland song that's now just stuck in my head permanently, so if you guys are hearing the Holland, Holland. I'm so sorry in advance. It's all I sing all day long in my head, and I'm like, oh man, I have a problem. No more Norway chant from you now? Man, it's all y'all are gonna hear from me. I literally don't even care who wins. It's just gonna be a good game. Honestly, it's gonna be crazy for them playing some of their friends. Like, that's just cool. I love the way that it pans out, you know? I was so happy that America lost. I was really like, I manifested this on stream. I literally manifested it. I was like, get wrecked, and then sure enough. Not a cartoon? No, I don't look at any of the devlogs or anything. I like to be surprised. Should have had a Belgium chant, didn't need a Belgium chant. All that needed to happen was them squaring up to us, because let me just put it to you this way. We did not deliver, and I am so happy about it. I'm literally like, listen man, we didn't need it. We had a whole curse. We had a whole curse. Just happened to definitely know what they were doing. Everything he touches dies. That's what happened. Exactly. They were doing great, and then it was literally like, why did you bother commenting, bro? Some dodgy dealing? No shit. I saw that and was like, oh my god. I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. The ones that I really feel bad for though, and I mean like in full seriousness, like I genuinely feel bad for everybody who was how do I put this? I feel bad for the ones who worked their ass off and weren't a problem, but I'll put it to you this way. By all of the rules of everything that went on, I am glad for the way that the outcome worked out in the end, because we can't sit here and say that Belgium's win was due to them sitting out a player, you know? So it's like, it worked out in the end. Like, I'll put it this way, like, the humors balance themselves, which I'm very glad to see. Okay, my darling children, no more torturing the entire base. Carmen, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, guys. My name is Effie, I die a lot, and today we're doing a nice long session in Ark. I hope y'all are ready to see some serious sailing, because sailing is about to happen. Hey, thank you, words. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome in. Hello all, and welcome back to the madness that is Ark. We are about to have a really good time today, and I am excited. And so, without further ado, do I have my tools on me? It's gonna be really wonky if I don't have my tools on me. I do. Me, thank you for the 5-string tree. Is it the Mound Omen of Cthulhu? Because I want that one badly. How many hard disks I bought for this game? Nothing unusual. Just the normal amount. I'm only running, like, I think my whole gaming PC only does 2 terabytes in total. It's not terrible. But yeah, the install size is definitely bigger than it's been. Alright, did it bring me what I wanted? I think it did. The Mound Omen of Cthulhu. I'm looking forward to that one, Smee. That's gonna be a fun one. I'm looking forward to bullying the whole group into getting into it. Oh, what do we have on us? And is anything perishable? Apparently it is. Optodon. Let's just pop all this on there. It's 400 gigabytes. Let me actually check that on you. Because last I checked, mine was, I want to say, 260. 400 though does happen to be, I will say. That was definitely the freaking case for Evolved. Evolved got up to, I think it was something like 450 by the time we were done. Thank you for that shout out for Carmen. Appreciate. Alright, let's set off. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, if you're doing all the maps, yeah, that's fair actually. I was thinking, I'm like, why would you have all the maps installed? Unless we were doing cross arc, but cross arc is not happening. Alright. Let's set off for our mission of the day, which is building. I have all the maps installed. Well, Seth, you also have the space to have them installed. If I had like a 4 to 6 terabyte build, I would definitely do it, but without it, I'm like, hell nah. Could not pay me. Like, you could not make me. Let's see. Also, there's just no need for it. Gone Black Pearl, I see. Yeah, the Abazu. My other one, Yennefer, is back there, but for this one, I was like, well, we'll just have us a goth girl main ship, you know? Especially for what I have planned today. Today is gonna be straight up crazy, crazy, cozy building, chillin', sailing, be in a taxi. Oh, we're 2% way down, and that's just from a couple stone structures, so that's interesting. Basically, in order to get more ships, we're going to need to have wood depot, and then we also need to have metal depot, so that means it's time for me to construct a fortress. Because we know how this is about to go. And because you know I love big builds, and I cannot lie. I do like the storminess. Oh, I should have put the acro in the cargo. Right. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Me enjoy that. That sounds phenomenal. So far, all I've had today is my protein stuff to start, and then at like the midday, or well, it's 12:45. At like the midstream, I'll probably get more protein. Slimming World meal. Let's go. Then we love to see it. We love to see it. We're both staying on goal. That's what counts. As long as you're mostly, I like the 80-20 approach, you know what I mean? Like, as long as I'm 80% locked in, I give myself that 20% to be a little bit crazy. But when I say a little bit crazy, I mean, like, I have an extra fucking protein yogurt, not, like, eat a whole thing of cookies. Because, like, I used to be able to sit in one session and eat an entire container of Oreos. Like, you know, like the big double stuffed ones? I used to be able to have that in, like, one sitting without having an issue. And now that I'm older, I'm just like, yeah, no. Like, that's no longer my life. I'm going in the wrong fucking direction. That's funny. Oopsie. Loads of pasta, though? Oh, yeah. Now I want one of those, so thank you for that. What, the protein yogurts? Yeah, dude, it's the way to do it. Or, oh, you mean the Oreos. I'll be honest with you guys, though. I don't actually get cravings anymore for very sugary stuff. It's, like, very weird. I'm like, oh, man. I got medicated for the diabetes, and the diabetes, literally, the inner gremlin I used to have in my head is like, yeah, we'd rather have protein. I'm like, okay. Okay. Yeah, when I get like really bad cravings, I'll take like an Oreo, crumble it, and put it in a protein yogurt, but that's like as fighting as I get these days. Like, you could sit an entire cheesecake in front of me and I wouldn't even be tempted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not, I don't know, like I've really lost that desire for all the extra sugar. Cheesecake. It's me. That's one of those things where, like, unfortunately, there can be no accounting for taste. However, that is also just plainly wrong. Oreos? Oh, they're fine. They're not anything exciting, but it's just like, they're not bad. They're good for what they do. Like, they'll definitely get you by in a pinch, but they're not like a pinnacle dessert. You know what I mean? They're not like the thing that I would reach for and be like, ah, yes, the pinnacle of my existence. They're just like, there. I eat cheesecake all day. Not me, man. I'm not a cheesecake person, though, to be honest with you guys. Like, very limited flavors really appeal to me, and they're usually laced with chocolate. Like, I'm much more of a chocolate person than a vanilla person, you know? I like a little bit more robustness in my flavors. Especially when you get chocolate with a little bit of cayenne tossed in. Fucking slaps. It's crazy good. Just be on the lookout because I don't want to have to emergency panic summon Seth. Like, let me just see if these guys respawn, which I'm assuming that they do. I think I'm actually in a location though where they shouldn't be. Maybe a Snickers cheesecake? Oh, that's so sweet. I love it when people make cakes from scratch. That's one of my favorite things to do. I used to make all my birthday cakes from scratch. In recent years, though, I've been too busy. It's one of those things where it's like, I gotta really have the time and the energy. This next year I might, but like, I really like the cake that I normally get though. So, I'm just like, well, we'll see. I absolutely despise trying to make something that I already love the recipe of. That's one thing about me that might be a little bit weird. Like, if I already like the recipe for something, I'm not trying to make my own version of it because it's not going to live up, you know? It's one thing that I've learned very early on is like, do not try and make dupes of your favorite stuff. It does not go over well. He was a chef, so he would make it if I asked. This birthday, I'm gonna for a morning all you can eat English breakfast. It's really nice. I like that. I like that a lot. It's very chill. Full English is fabulous. I also love a really good hash. I love me a hash. The only problem is I can no longer have eggs. That's one thing that went with my medication is I cannot have eggs. Not scrambled, not fried. A chill birthday is best, same as me. I feel like I've been like that though since my mid-20s. Here. Alright, this should be nice today, and if we can find an octopus, maybe we'll give it a go. I was watching Syntac tame one last night, and I was like, that fucker, he didn't get the glitch one that I got. The one that I got last night that was just trying to square up to us the whole time. He's out here stressing me the holy hell out. Now this is the ship for this too. Alright. This will be Metal Depot. Metal, wood, and everything else depot, because look at all these freaking trees. Holy crap. So I was like, I do need to kind of make a fortress anyway. I'm feeling the itch. I didn't do one in Conan, so now I'm feeling this. Although in fairness, I've also barely really stepped my toe back into Conan since that update. That was nobody's fault except for the crazy events around my birthday and the way that that game was playing at the time, but that's another one that we will eventually reapproach at some point. I already see metal. Lewis, I think. Oh, as a Megalodon pulls up next to me. As a pair of them do, actually. We'll pull in a little bit closer. Just a wee bit, though. We're not dealing with the crap that we dealt with yesterday. That was so funny, though. I love getting so what's up. What the hell is happening here? Oh, I see. Hurry on, boys. Ooh, we're getting stuck. Perfect. All right. And now. Oh, my little assistant thing.
Why, hello there.
All right. So first things first. Oh, I forgot to pick up the saddle for the acro. Staff is gonna kill me. Megalania, Procoptodon, let's put you on. Treasure map bottles, this, that. Boom, 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 boom. Single and multi-panel flag, nice. Just fiber, beautiful. One of those constructed. Another of these going. God, I love listening to the sounds of the boat. Also, we're gonna be so zen today. I hope y'all are ready for a very zen day. Let's just see something. I'll do this first. Get you ready. Alright. My child, please follow. Try not to die. If only I but had a saddle for you. I love the big stomp stomp behind me as well. What I should do is just go back and get his saddle, but so I'll tell you all this much, I am not risking the female. Let's see, what's out here? My god, you're such a derp. I love turning around to see the thing. Oh, I didn't even do this yet, did I? Hang on. Beautiful. I was like, I cannot simply have ASMR raininess while I do this. Starting point, I think. Hello, my precious Acro. Let's see. Go too crazy just yet. I just want to get a basic little structure down for like bare minimum safety. What the fuck? Wait, what? No, 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 no. Hang on. Everyone neutral. I think that's it. I know. I hear you. What the fuck is happening? You're so cute! Thank you, God. He's neutral. Where are you? Get back here. You little... God damn you. Come back here. I can't believe that you've managed to find me. No, no, no. Not him. Me. Oh my God. You're literally like a level 2. Hang on. Come here. Thank you. God damn it. Will you get back here? I can't believe that this is already... I was like, we're gonna do a building stream. Hey, go. Get back here. So help me God. Come here. Would you please steal the berries? Now then, you relax. Based on tile set structures. Or say that's a tile set structure. See what else we have on us. Just gonna make like a little safety box in here, I guess. Just a little something. It is not a whole lot. In general, it deceives me into a level of safety that makes me feel slightly less, what's the word? Exposed? Since we already have the structures anyway. Alright, what do we need? We need you on 7. Could be rough. What we're harvesting anyway. Truth be told to you guys, I'm not really trying as we're constructing to have to deal too much with a lot of this. Rather be within reason, capable of just stashing going. Although the fact that the Pego canonically ran to us right as we got here feels very blessed. Oh, hello. Burning Man, that is literally what we're on right now. We are on Genesis. So far, I am really loving it. I'll be real, I think it's completely worth it. I also think that the DLC is totally worth it. As you can probably see by the boat in the background. Clearly not a fan at all. So far, I love it. You know what? Maybe we can use the flags. That could be really cool looking. Yep, that is where we are. That is why we are constructing to the nines right now. We're just gonna chill, vibe, make a really... I'd like something both functional, in terms of how many resources are here, also deeply satisfying. Bob's Tall Tales, you get all of them? No, so you, with Bob's Tall Tales, you get 3 chapters, one of which is already out, which is the Wild West. This is Bob's True Tales. Unfortunately, they separated it into a separate $20 charge, which I hate with all of my heart. But at the same time, I'm also like, do I get it? Yeah. Do I think it also sucks ass? Yeah. I hate that they are asking us for another $20. I feel like they could have just... But at the same time, it's pirates, so I'm the worst person to ask, because I am always going to spend money on pirates. But yeah, at present, there's no way to get, like, a whole Bob's True Tales pack, and then they also released Dragantopia the same day. Exactly, it's just a money grab. I'm glad that we're all, like, not really fazed by it, but at the same time, like, god damn it, wild card. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna do here? I guess let's just keep up with the foundations. Guys cooking. Dang, let me actually do this. So yeah, everybody get comfy. We are just in straight up building mode today. I should probably let the acro eat something, yeah? Just see what's going on over here. There we go, that's the key. I love watching the acro do its business. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta feed my pet. Good, so he'll eat that up. And we'll eventually get the stuff for a forge and a smithy. That way we can stop being such a pain in the butt. Not being- although we should keep the forge and the smithy on the boat. Would make too much sense to be able to repair things on the go. But I guess we need one for the- technically we need one for the boat, and technically we need one at least for this. Do-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. You go get your dinner. Love just watching an acro march off to battle. Like, bye, bro. Oh. That's actually sexy. Let's do that now. I'm like, wait just a goddamn minute. Let's do 6. We will need that for swimming. These, what else do we need? Let's pop this guy right here for now. We're not gonna get too fixated on anything. I'm gonna just see what comes of all this. Yes, thank you, game. I would like to punch the air. Sensible. Oh, I should have brought the Dedicuris. That would have been genius. I mean, it's okay, because I'll actually get more, XP for hand harvesting, but dang it. Note to self. And if I really wanted to commit... Hang on. Hey. Yeah, man. Oh, nice, a trike. Damn. I forgot how good the stomp is on these guys. Oh, 19 levels. Jesus Christ. For this. Make you a speedy boy. I should probably get a feeding trough. What do you want? Anything good? Pinto berry. That's easy. A red berry. That's actually going to make my life considerably better. Especially because I was just wondering how in the world I'm going to feed things, and it's pretty. Works out. Of course, I'm literally going to have like one Tinto berry. Hopefully it's a... Okay. Oh my Lanta. Oh, that's right. I'm holding so many things. Sorry, Moschops. I mean, I guess we could get a second one of these fired up. We are gonna need it. You stop trying to walk on the house. Alright, we gotta fix this like immediately. We have this, that, these, that. Wait. Although, honestly, the Moschop's melee damage is not terrible. Will say. There. You hold this. Health. Pop this guy down. Eventually, we could just make all of this in metal, which would be the way to do it, but for right now, we're not going to worry about that too terribly. Yeah, where's that wall? Because I also have a door on me that I can get rid of this way. Whose big head is blocking me? It is naturally. It is. Pego, stay there. Larger Pego, come with me. There's so much metal up this way. Oh, that's a fucking bison. I don't really want to mess with that, to be honest with you guys. Because depending on the level, that might actually be able to wreck the acro. And I would really rather not have to deal with these kind of problems today. Wait. Where? Oh, I see. You went that way. Let's see, where were you dealing with? I mean, in theory, really isn't all that much around here besides the bison. At least so far. I'm gonna laugh really hard if I do wind up finding another acro here. Oh, I see. Where are you going? Buddy. Hey, buddy! What the fuck was that? What did I just watch happen? Brother. I need this acro to lock in. Either that or I need for the server to not be laggy. I can't tell which is happening right now, but it's really funny. Please, bro. Stay in one place. Little deforestation action. Renting, eating, and pooping nonstop? Lovely. Charming. Here, have those two follow me around. Pego will mark the way home. That is very useful to me, actually. Yeah, if you're pooping nonstop, you should probably see a doctor. Not gonna lie. It might be worth investigating. Do. Guess we'll do walls for now. Oh, actually. Well, alright, we'll deal with that in a little bit. Oh, I could just load up the acro with stone, couldn't I? Da-da. It would have bit me. I think I'm gonna try and cut back. Yeah, I feel that. Especially too, if you're gonna do something like exertion-wise, it's so nice afterwards to be able to go and vibe. What are you? Are you an Archelon? Yeah, you are. Okay, good. Very cute looking. Oh, there's bison. You. do. I love how I just hear a sheep in the background. No idea what's happening, just sheep. Hello, baby. Chops. Okay, the Moss Chops is trying to keep up. Well, let's do this. What is that message? I've received that a few times and I'm like, what is happening? Need to know. Probably just the system working out, yeah. I'm sure it's just some, like, random bug on this map, you know? Used to hell dive and weird shit would just pop up. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. That can indeed be a real thing. Also. Wait. Everybody, relax. I hear a Pego, and I don't know if it's our Pego. 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 More berries. There you are. No, wait. Not him! Me! Me! Thank you. Oh fuck, and there's the bison, of course. I have no idea what a bush eater is supposed to be. But I only know what my brain took that to be. So we're just gonna... We're just gonna do that real quick. Because I don't know if that's a game term. That's definitely not something that I want in chat. Guy who we're riding. Oh, it's the little guy. Okay, it is a game thing. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if this is in the game, but I know how that sounds in, oh, the Moss Chops. Yeah. I was like, I know how that sounds to my brain. I'm like, I would not like that kind of chat today, thank you. None of that, please. Yeah, that's a Moss Chops. No, you're fine. That's why I was like, yeah. I was like, I've gotta call a red card on it because of how it sounds. But I'm like, I don't know if this is a game term. Oh, I'm hearing the Archelon. I was like, now listen, that was about to get very ungovernable very fast. It was very funny though. I was like, oh. We would need the metal ingot, and then we would need some. Oh, this bison's probably gonna take exception to my existence. Well, let's drop off the Pego and let's do this. Yes, they do have a lot of weird sounds. That is for sure. Now, however, the Pego just screeches. I love the fact that we have been here for all of 5 minutes and I cannot seem to stop finding Pegos. Alright. Pair of you. Oh, good, and they're a mating pair as well. That's utterly hilarious. Okay. What do you have for me? There you go. You work your way through that. We are going to toss all of this in. This in, and then we're gonna just be chilling. Love me a nice cozy building day. I have to say, there really is nothing like it in this game. When you get into like the rhythm of just figuring out where you want to be, and then getting to figure out how you want to be. Alright, so we got that starter thing. What I think we're gonna do is just keep that as like the fenced-in area. What we'll do is start to create a little template here for the direction that we want it to go in. Only because yeah, the game does have a lot of really weird sounds. It's honestly one of the scariest parts of Ark. So like when you first start playing it, I feel like the scariest part about this game is just literally running into creatures, especially in the middle of the night, where like you're not used to what a Triceratops sounds like, so you're having an absolute panic attack until you realize it's an herbivore. And it's just really funny, you know? It's like funny to watch like new Arkers get used to the experience. It's definitely very different. I have to sell. Harvest lots of thatch. Mr. Acro. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna bother me. However, it could be fine. Hatch and then also some. Way over here. It was consuming, got my buddy to join me. Last night we played till 4 AM. We haven't even left the beach and ventured the jungle yet. We started on the original map just to get used to the game. Oh yeah, dude. Starting on the island is like the most, it's just blessed, Omi. It's just blessed. You load into the island and you're literally just like, oh, the memories. Oh, the memories. I remember the first time I ever beheld the island, I was like, what is this game? I had watched so many videos of people taming megalodons because I'm a huge shark girl, and that just... it just immediately sold me on the experience. I was like, I need everything that has to do with this game immediately. It was so good. It was so pure. What an absolutely wonderful experience. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys, dude. Listen, Omi, take it nice and slow. Have a fun time. Always remember that in Ark there is no rush. There is just you, your preparation, your dinos, and your joy. If you're anything like me in terms of a touch of the tism, let me tell you, this is the game for you. I always tell people, like, this is the game that will make you, like, really patient and resilient, because, my god, the work it takes to get good at this game is, like, I wouldn't even call myself good, and I have hundreds of hours in this game. You know what I mean? It's a for real commitment. But it's good. It's one of those games that will really, it will expand your capacity a lot as a person. Like, I find that my patience is so ridiculous because of Ark, it's not even funny. Varying degrees, right? Like, obviously depends on the situation, but especially when it comes to, like... Ooh, fuck. Oh my god, buddy. Jesus! Why are you standing there this way? Oh my god. Don't do that to me. What is his follow distance set to? Jump scare Arama. I'm like, why am I seeing blood? But just as enamored I am with it, this is gonna be more addicting than Atlas, and neither of us are even big on dinos. You guys are gonna have a great time. Yeah, you guys are gonna have a great time too, especially because you're not super into the dinos. That's gonna allow you to have the purest experience possible with the ones that you'll really get attached to, so prepare yourself. Like, you'll really, like, I think one thing that's fun about this game is that they have a little something for everything, right? Like, they've got the bison, they've got the horses, they've got the dragons, they've got the rock drakes, they've got the magnosaurs. Like, there's just so much to do. There's just so much fun to be had, you know? It's really fun, and even if all you do is run around and shoot stuff instead of taming it, like, it's equally fun, you know? There's really no wrong way to play this game. It's why, too, like, and as you guys will see, like, sometimes, like, when me and the admins are together, we'll be flying around and stuff, and I always tell people this. I have no patience for, like, the quote-unquote Ark purists. I genuinely just don't have the patience to deal with that bullshit. I don't play games that way, and I don't hold my friends to have to play games that way. I think it's so much more fun when I just let people do whatever the hell that they want to do and then be, like, surprised by the outcome. So one thing that I will tell you guys is that this game gets a lot more fun, too, if you don't listen to the Ark purists from the beginning. Like, Omi, let me tell you. Don't get bullied by people who are gonna try and tell you how to play the game. Because this is one of those games where, unfortunately, the backseating is truly rampant. And insane. Like, in all the time that I have been streaming, I will tell you guys, I always know when I load up an Ark stream that it's, like, inevitably going to happen. It's so many times to the Therizino. I know! The Theries are so mean. They're so mean. They know that they're mean, too. It's really fun. It's like when a pet knows that they're pretty. Ah, bananas. I was supposed to... Alright, well, we need stone and wood. How the fuck is that an herbivore? It's a valid question. I completely miffed that. That blows. I whiffed it. I whiffed it! I should have brought spare hatchets and spare whatchamacallits. I know, dude. The Theri is crazy. The Theri is amazing utility, though. If you guys can trank it down and tame it, honestly, even at, like, a lower level, a Theri is a huge utility for a base. That's one of those creatures where, like, it's very hard to go wrong with them. What in the- oh my god, it's a parrot. Gave me a heart attack. I was like, what is flying at me? Little parasaur. He was a level 4, I was very wrong and ended up dead. Yeah. Dude, Theries are nuts. Some... What the fuck is happening to me? Hey. You want to intervene? Oh, you had to kill the parrot, buddy. He did have to kill the parrot, and I understand why he killed the parrot, and I'm thankful that he killed the parrot, but... it doesn't bring me pleasure. Yeah, dude, there's some creatures, like Rexes, for example, where, like, even a level 4 Rex in the beginning is a lot of Rex to handle. The number one thing that I can recommend to you guys is Dodo Decks, especially when it comes to, like, the different tranking methods, taming methods, and basically, like, the equipment that you guys will need to go out with. Like, pretty much, like, one thing that is very fun to do with this game early on is to make expeditions for yourself. So, for example, today I have a building expedition going on where I am just gonna run around. I'm gonna build a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna get us like a nice little thing to sail back and forth to, like a depot, if you will. I'd be lost as hell without it. I'm telling you, Dodo Decks is crazy. Oh shit, I hope I don't wind up pulling the Pegos and the Moss Drops with this. Hey, Acro, is there a reason why you're not going after this thing? There we go. Because I was pressing the wrong command. I'm just bullying you around. Yeah, dude, Dodo Decks is crazy good. Dodo Decks gives you all of your little stats and stuff, which is really, like, it's a godsend. But yeah, and as you guys can see too, there are some days where I like to do stuff the traditional way, where, like, you know, it's a lot of building and whatever. And there's other maps where, like, for example, Astraeos, I did not give a single crap because I was in vacation mode, and I was really like, I do not care how we do this on Astraeos, but we're just gonna have some nice chill building time. Also, let me see. Do I have everything else, kind of? Yeah, I literally just need wood. Approach for this game? Nope, even the building is similar but very different. Yeah, you can really see though where they've expanded upon it, and I think that that is the one benefit, is like if they hadn't expanded upon it, it wouldn't be as great, but wait till you guys get into it and get used to using the template tool. The template tool is a godsend. That thing has saved me on so many occasions. Like, I should actually arguably be using that for this, but what I tend to like to do with the template tool in this game, at least, is that I prefer to pretty much do this thing where I, like, will just spawn in the building pieces and put it together like a puzzle. You know, because honestly, crafting all the individual building pieces at the right number and stuff, it is very, like, time consuming. And I find that unless you're really in that kind of patience mode, like, I've done it before, but I need to be really locked in and very patient to be dealing with that. But the template tool is very key. Also, you know, and I will say this, I would actually say that because you guys are very new to the game, it's also not a bad thing, like, especially if you guys are going to do your own server, or even if you guys are doing single player, to get used to the admin cheats and stuff, because they are an integral part of the game. Egypt are winning against Argentina. Big team rolling out. Oh my god, that'd be huge to me. Huge. Kicking Argentina out would be nuts. What? That's amazing. That is crazy. 2-0. Oh my god, bro. It's happening. What is happening? That's actually nuts. Oh my god, that's so crazy. I'm both excited and, like, nervous. Mainly because that's insane. I don't. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So that is the building template. So what you guys can do, so it's because it's not completed yet. If you guys go in and you go into complete mode without having all the parts available, it should get rid of it. One thing. Okay. Go, just because I don't feel like doing that. Thunder, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Let's go, dude. We need a few materials. Make this process a little bit less ridiculous. Oh, let's see. Here. I also need stone. Okay, and as you can see, this is where I get tired and cranky. But yeah, one thing that I always tell people to do, Oh, why did I track that? Hang on. No game. Look at that. One thing that I always tell people to do very early on with Ark, and one thing that I would always recommend, is to learn the cheats, learn what is available, especially in case you guys lose something to drowning or other very stupid shit. One thing that our group has had happen where creatures drown. Messi missed a pen. Oh no, dude. What's happening to Messi, man? He's been off his game. That's actually really crazy. I feel like, bro, what's happening? Like, this is not the first time in these matches that we're seeing... Sad, dude. Sad to see the Giants in the state that they're in. At least to me, I find it sad. I'm sure that there are many fans who don't, but... to me, it's just like, no... Start here. That way I demarcate what will be. And the reason why I'm building things instead of just spawning them in is because you do also want all the levels. But my pet goes. Yeah, dude, that was sad about Ronaldo. I was honestly feeling for him. It was one of those cases where it was like, damn, dude. It is kind of sad to see the greats go out, you know? Even when they're not necessarily our favorites, or even when they're not necessarily who we're cheering for, it's still like, man. Seeing a fantastic athlete just getting to the point where you're like kind of watching them get outclassed in real time is really nuts. Definitely an emo moment. What do I need for you? Probably stone. We're surrounded by stone. Only use command console once we have beer completed a game. Yeah, I feel that, Omi. I'm just saying it because honestly, there's some times where Ark just glitches out and it will make you rage quit. Like it's one of these games where not knowing the commands and not having them on hand will actually induce a rage quit. So it is good to know what you guys have available. Especially stuff like ghost mode, because trust me when I tell you, it's gonna be the time when you are like expecting it the least, and you're very comfortable with this game, and your trust is going well with it. Like, and I say this as somebody who loves this game and has loved this game since Evolved first release. There is nothing in your life that will piss you off as much as Ark. There is also nothing that will make you love it as much as Ark does. It is literally a toxic relationship the entire way through. I have literally had toxic relationships with less emotional damage than this game at times. I'm not even exaggerating. Especially because with Wildcard, as much as I love them, dude, like, they will pick the day that you are just absolutely, like, relying on Ark. You are loving Ark. You are like, yes, I'm locked in. I'm ready to have a session, and they will give you the worst session of your life, and it will make you question everything. So, like, trust me, I used to be the same exact way. I started this game, and I was very much an Ark purist. I have since learned better. Like, if Bullshark was here, he would confirm the amount of crash out that this game induces in you at times is enough where it has been, like, relationship enders for people. Like, I know people who have ended full-blown friendships, relationships, and all else over Ark, and it's a little bit stupid that it works that way, but it's how it goes, you know? But yeah, we keep vanilla rates. Even for our stuff, too, we keep vanilla rates. I'm not really a big fan of altering the harvesting rate and stuff. I think it actually, like, that's the stuff that, for me, ruins the experience of the game. You know what I mean? Like, if every time that I hit this rock I was getting 200 stone, well, it's very, like, oh, ease of access and, you know, like, super easy mode. It's like, right, but I'm just building today. Like, we don't need super easy mode for basic building. You know what I mean? Pretty much for me, I use the console commands as a, oh, I'm getting overstimulated and I would otherwise want to stop playing. I need to get out of a situation quick. Or, oh, I need to make something like, for example, disembarking from the boat and getting to shore. If I'm surrounded by 3 cave-level megalodons, I'm not swimming. I'm not gonna keep on repairing my basic-ass armor because the megalodons keep fighting me. That's just straight-up utility. Because I don't know what is going on with the megalodons being at the level that they're at. I genuinely don't know what they're thinking with that. But it doesn't feel like there was enough thought that went into that. It's okay on food. Yeah. I'll tell you this much though, I am definitely praying for your sanity, because I understand how that one goes. I have absolutely been there. That. I even need this. No, what's up, Barley? I did not need that foundation at all. Happens when I immerse too deeply. Ha again, I believe it. Ship to a new grid and all your teams just vanishing. Always fun. Or your ship catching a rock and spinning like a top, throwing you off, then yeeting itself in the void. Yeah. All I will tell you, man, is prepare yourself. Listen, as long as you know what you're getting into. Ooh, that's exciting. What broke in your mom's laptop, Harley? I'm always curious. I love me some tech repair. Tech repair is one of those things that I find absurdly relaxing. Except for when it's my iPhone that, I had an iPhone whose, how do I explain this properly? The metal frame inside of the iPhone melted and fused itself to the components. So when I went to repair it, it literally, like, exploded in my hand. Thankfully, the lithium battery didn't explode in my hand, but it was a disaster. The hinges for the lid seized? Ah, okay. Yeah, dude, lid hinges. Lid hinges be fickle. Yeah, I love Ark for the love of the grind and stuff. I love grinding, and I love being in the mood for it, you know? I don't want to do this. Yeah, how I want to do this. Been a good thing for me to establish before I did this would be to have had a template in mind. Rocks. Like, if we're gonna do metal area. And I do need spark powder anyway. Yeah, dude, luckily that shouldn't be too terrible. At least provided that they aren't facing any other issue. Yeah, laptop lids are notoriously, depending on what model it is and depending on the year it came out too. I feel like they used to make laptops so durable and now it's just like, womp. Like everything else under planned obsolescence, it's like womp womp. We should try sailing home with the acro and the cargo hold. I think that would be extremely funny. Also. This, that, this. Goes that. What pretty blue moss chops. nicer, but the hinge screws screwed into the butt. Oh. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. That's a pain in the butt. That's a for real pain. What about it? Will eventually be windows, but for right now we're just gonna and wood. Come along. Hope for no bison. Kill that looks to be a Bronto. And dude, when they do a Bronto rework, that's gonna go actually insane. That is fair, yeah. I feel like luckily it is linear, which is thankful. Hopefully there's also a good tutorial on it as well. I always love to have me a tutorial. Even when I think I know what I'm doing, I have one pulled up that's just like backup, you know? By you guys, but that's stuff that like really is one of those things that makes a crucial difference. This guy. Oh yes, and then the charming metal nodes. I could smack one of these for good measure. Grab all the metal. All of it. Don't forget to feed my character. Probably not. Alright, we're gonna do that. Always nerve-wracking? Yeah, dude, it really is. Or at least it can be. Absolutely hate working on laptops the most. They can be very finicky depending on what the model is and depending on what the make is. That's one thing that I've learned the hard way. Do the ASMR of this game sometimes. thought it was like fortress, and now I'm thinking shack. Like, oh yes, fortress. As I got further into it, I'm like, what if we made a box? What the fuck? You're so cute. Are you kidding? Oh, I didn't realize that the turtles that I had to meet left behind babies. That's really funny. Whoopsie daisy. I'm just over here leaving behind orphans in my wake. It's fine. Standard day in the office for Ark, really. Dude, that was the wildest thing that Wildcard did. When they added babies into the dynamic, I was like, aw, man. Got to be sad times. Yeah, MacBooks, especially the old MacBook Pros. That was a time. That was a time. I remember having to replace the batteries in one, and I was like, oh my god, dude. It was so nerve-wracking. It was one of those things where you're just like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Because I don't care what anybody says. Lithium-ion batteries, man, until you've really seen them explode, it stresses me. Shit stresses me. Acro, you're so cute, but I must ask you. Go. I refuse to touch the older Macs. Yeah, dude, it was wild times. Talk about the Wild West. Hello, Mysterio. We are now awake, I am sure. Alright, reminding me, I gotta remember to put coffins on the ship. Thank you! I keep trying to call it the Wreck of the Hesperus instead of the Last Voyage of the Demeter. I'm like, you know, I know damn well. Yeah, there we go. Let's freaking go. Love it so much. Best energy in this chat. Oh no, hang on. Front row. What's going on here? I'm presuming that I have to refresh the cache. There we go. Do, 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 do. Go. Time to reset the Firebug cache. Do this. I'm gonna code yellow and make myself a coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Set everybody to neutral. I do this because it's Ark, and I know for a fact that if I look away for even like longer than 2 seconds, I'll come back to absolute carnage. Also, while I do that, hang on. There we go. Be right back. Okay. I'm alive. And apparently so is the acro. There we go. Thank you all. I was like, I need more morning coffee today. We've been having a couple gray days over here in New Jersey. And I gotta tell you guys, whenever the days are gray, I get very sleepy. That was very weird. Did not like that. Alright, let's see. What do I need for you? King trough. Technically later problems. Oh, I'm thirsting to death. That tracks. You know what I could just do? My foolproof method. Literally. Eat all the berries. There we go. Sword deck. So what we need? Oh yeah, we need metal, and then we need a wood. Yeah, New Jersey has been so gray. It has been just the most dreary, muggy, weird weather. It's so nice though to be actually playing something that looks like it takes place in a tropical location. Because my god, do I wish we had that weather right now. I'm like, oh, I would like our summer to be a little less rainy this year. But alas, I fear that our summer is going to be rainy. It has clearly been decided by the gods. There is nothing I can do about it. Although I'm not really entirely surprised because the Super El Nino in our area has also been wreaking complete havoc. Like, we're technically in a drought, so I don't know if it's a bad thing for us to be getting so much rain and so much mist, considering that it's been very dry. So I don't know, maybe it'll balance out where our woods won't catch on fire. It's been very pleasant though, I must say. Like, overall, not far from Jersey on the border of, oh, Delaware, Maryland! Yeah, right? It's got your Wawa coffee and it's still, yeah, you know when you get the Wawa coffee and the day is still like, that you're like, I'm feeling the exact same way, Omi. I'm so glad it's not just me, because I was like, is anybody else feeling like today is just kind of like a nothing burger? You know? It's not bad or anything, it's just not like... I could literally just take it or leave it. There's part of me that's just like very tempted to like say Yeetus today and literally just go for like a walk in the woods or something. Or like just go spend time outside, you know? I'm like, I don't know, I just feel very like blah. Not bad blah. It's not like anything's wrong, but it's just like, it's sad, but the sun. No, I get it. It's the vitamin D. It really is. Like, honestly, it does change your mental health. It does affect it. I really wish that more people understood how much it will affect it, actually. Because it does. It really determines a lot. That's one thing that we don't really give the sun proper credit for is like, dude, it will determine a lot. So that's why I'm kind of just like, I don't know, I'm tempted to get outside a little bit. Not for any other reason, but I feel like it'll like reset my brain to be out in the clouds. Like, you know, life's fine. I'm just kind of bleh. Why are you doing this? Why is this happening to me? Thank you. I was like, none of that. Thank you very much. But yeah, I work along the exact same lines where it's just like, if the sun is not out, I feel a little bit, I don't know, I feel a little bit less energetic. It's interesting. It's definitely something to do with the vitamin D level. And it's also definitely something to do with my own chemistry, but very much when possible I like to see— oh my god, it stole my stairs. That's so funny. I didn't even realize that he stole my stairs. Oh. Berries in the trough. I'm not even gonna bother taking the meat off the acro. this, that, this. Doop, doop. Okay. Set to follow. Okay. Or he was not set to follow. Great. So we just need 2 more of these. Good. Right? Always happier in spring and summer. See, this is the first year I've ever had the summer sad, which is really crazy. But it's because of my medication. Everybody who's on my medication has been saying the same thing, which is that they get that a lot. And I was like, oh no. So I've never had the summer anxiety sad. The anxiety sad is so next level weird. I'm just like, I do not know what to do with myself right now. Like, what is this? I never realized that, like, the summer variant is just straight up anxiety. So, like, for the longest time recently, I have been dealing with my, with my stomach basically burning in pain when I would wake up, and I was like, what is going on with me? And then I was like, oh no. Like, this is what anxiety feels like properly. It's really, like, it probably sounds really weird to say, but I feel like, as somebody with chronic PTSD, like, it's kind of interesting. I don't really experience anxiety the way that, you know, the generic experience might go with it. And so it was really fascinating. Like, this summer was the first one where I genuinely felt myself get, like, really, really anxious. And in a way that I, like, could not easily rectify. Stone railing. Yeah, I'm used to having like the normal winter one. It's just so weird when you start having the summer one. All of a sudden you're like, what is going on? But then I will say, very, very relieving to find out that so many other people also experience this. Imagine I take meds when I absolutely have to. I don't like taking Excedrin when I get migraine. Every med I've ever taken for anxiety or depression give me bad side effects. Well, I'm diabetic, so I can't really fuck about. But I understand the sentiment, and I do really get it because I worked pharma as well. So like, trust me, after having worked pharma, I understand. Do. Oh, tarnish. Nobody truly cares. I'll put it to you this way. After you have a certain number of hours in this game, I've stopped giving a shit. Once I get to a certain level as well, like, you gotta realize as well, once you get to a point, I'm just like, I do not care. I cannot stand Arc Purists. It literally drives me out of my mind. We used to game, actually, with Arc Purists, and it was the most exhausting experience of my entire life. It was basically called, how can we possibly make our lives as difficult as possible? I know, don't tell anyone, right? It's like, how can we make our lives as difficult as possible until we get to the point where it's just no longer even fun to play. So it became like, do I want to play with my friends or do I want to like hold the line for a principle? And so I kind of do a mix. I'll do like a lot of like the organic harvesting myself, and then when I get kind of sick of it or I get like overstimulated and I feel myself about to like be like, you know what, let me stop playing the game, that's when I'm just like, all right. Let's take some of the stimulation load off, you know? Because like especially, I'll put it to you guys this way, especially when you get into like the really like long hours with this and you find it after like the 9-10 hour mark, you're just like, all right, dude. I always tell people though, the best, if you were to ask me, the best combination of things is to know them so that you have them ready to use, but to not necessarily reach for them the first second that something becomes like quote unquote challenging, you know? My days of giving a shit are so far done. So the big thing that I cared about was when we actually played Evolve, because for many of our group, it was like the first time that they'd ever touched an ARC game, or an ARC product, I should say, I suppose. And that for me was just one of those things where I was like, no, I can understand not using them for that because you're brand new to the game. Like, I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh yeah, it's your first time ever playing ARC, like, use the cheats, but if you're like, if it's gonna be one of those things where you're like, I don't know if that I want to play this today, I'd just like to have a chill time, then like, yeah, fuck it. Especially on a building day. How many times are you guys gonna watch me harvest wood before you're all just like, please end our suffering? Alright, let me leave this here. I ruined Valheim for myself by learning the cheats, so I try my- oh, I see. Yeah, you went a little bit apeshit. You went a little bit apeshit, didn't you? Everybody goes a little bit apeshit with their survival game of choice. I had the hardest time getting into Valheim. That's one of those games for me that like, I need a pretty steady balance between like relaxing and... I'll explain this to you guys. For me, Valheim, the world felt very... It didn't feel dynamic. I guess that's the word that I'm looking for, but I don't know if that's the correct word for what I'm trying to express here. It wasn't something that I like ran around it and was like, ah yes, I want to spend more hours, you know what I mean? Or I could click the map and tell, oh, okay, well that'll do it, but that's like playing Skyrim, you know what I mean? Like that at that point, that's like having all the fast travels unlocked in Skyrim, that's just like rite of passage. I feel like if you played a certain number of hours in a game, then I stop caring. Like I know people who absolutely hate that ARC has cheats and hate people who use ARC cheats. I don't care. I'm so busy thinking about my own game. I'm not worried about what someone else does with theirs, you know? Put God mode on so I can build without dealing with shit. Felt, especially but if you're trying to have a beautiful experience in a game, right? Like if you're there to be doing a building day, but everything keeps fucking with you, you're gonna wind up not wanting to keep picking up the game if you also can't get more than an hour of progress done, so I do understand that. Like one game I absolutely love building in, love it, is Enshrouded. However, as anybody who's played Enshrouded will tell you, getting those mats for the building can be a real and genuine pain in your ass in a way that, like, will have you questioning your sanity. I think it's gorgeous. I love the game very, very much. But, like, that's one of those ones where, like, you gotta really have that patience on lock, you know? Why are the doors starting out locked? This is very strange. Yeah, they've got a couple things with this that they're gonna need to fix, but it's okay. We'll live. But yeah, I tend to be the same exact way, where it's like, if I'm just trying to have a chill building day, I don't give a shit. But as you guys can see, when it comes to stuff like the ships and whatever, I would say, honestly, for this DLC, for the ships, my policy is... Like, I'm gonna be so for real with you guys and tell you this. Until we had this right here, which is like a little metal ingot depot, full candor, the Brigantine is ridiculously expensive and those costs are out of control. don't know what, I do not genuinely know what the hell that they're thinking with that, but the fact that last night when we went to repair the ship, it cost basically the same materials that it took to build it. I'm hoping that that scales depending on how much damage that your ship has taken, but if you basically have to build a new brigantine every single time that you bring it out for a fight, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's one of those things that would have me like... It really does just kill the fun. So I don't know, I feel like there always needs to be a good fun to challenge ratio. At least for me. A full underground temple base that was a mega build on Enshrouded. I got 12 hours in Prez. Not fuck this, I'm cheating for the mats. Yeah, I can understand that, you know? Because I think at some level you also have to figure out, like, what's worth it for you. Oh my god, that was about to be so much stone. Y'all, I'm so glad that that typo did not successfully go through. That would have been such a shit show. Y'all would have genuinely heard me swearing. Especially too, because we're gonna go around. We're gonna run around and sail around a bit after this. I love how I was like, we're gonna build today, and then I was like, I'm tired of building. I think that's just how the weather's going. I think the weather has pushed me into that level. My basic thing is with Ark is that it really depends on what the situation is, right? Because like, as y'all saw last night with the octopus, you know, it's one thing if you're gonna do things like force tames because you're just gonna try and like experiment and be like, oh, is this creature bugged or not? Very, very different ballgame if the way that you approach every single creature in the game is a force tame. At that point, I'm like, okay, so like, why are you engaging with that way? But again, you know, if it's not my game, I tend to say... I don't know, I feel like I've become much more chill as time has gone on. I hate judging the way that other people play games. It feels very, like... This might not make much sense, but it feels like small dick energy. I can't really explain it. I've just kind of gotten to that point in my life where stuff doesn't really affect me anymore. Or if it does, it's not really, like, as big as it would have been. I would like it to be daytime so that I can see. Yeah, back in the day, oh my god, it was so funny. We used to game with Ark Purist, and I was really like, bro, I was like, oh no. Because there would be this whole moment that was like, oh yeah, you have fun in your own way, that doesn't matter. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, Omi, right? Is like, I do think that one thing that I have really noticed with this game throughout time is that I feel like the more experienced you are as a player in Ark, the more that you understand why the cheats exist and why people use them, and then there just comes this point where you're just like, yeah, I'm not really judging it. Like, trust me, there was a day where I was very gung-ho, and I was very stupid about being gung-ho about it. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, it was so stupid and fragile, and I was like, there's a right way, there's a wrong way. And then, you know what was really funny is that I got around people, and they literally thought that their opinion was always like the best opinion for everything, and then when you're around this type of people enough, you're just like, you know what? This actually sucks. It actually sucks. It's like, you know, we would do like repo lobbies and stuff. And if you guys have ever gamed with people who like absolutely have to have it their own way all the time, you're just like, bro, what is happening? Like, I used to game with people for repo who, for example, if you like slightly bumped an object on anything, like the object was clearly ruined, no more value, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Like, don't bother finishing the round. And like, I'll never forget our gaming group had one day where we ran across folks who were leaving people at the respawn and wouldn't res them until they were ready to leave the level because they didn't feel like being bothered with them. And that was the moment at which my gaming changed, because I was like, yeah, no. I was like, this is not fun. This is not fun. I was like, what's happening? Out of a 40-minute match, you're gonna leave people hanging out there for 25 minutes? Like, dude. And then all of a sudden, like, my gaming changed. And I was like, gaming is supposed to be fun and relaxing. If the way that you have fun is that you fly around the map, great. If the way that I have fun is that I craft things by hand, great. If you do a hybrid, great. Like, what do we care? You know? But I'm telling y'all, the repo, for those of you that didn't never witness my repo, kind of revelation, you could like, what? It's one of those funny things where I have since come across the VOD and can look back on it and was like literally laughing my ass off because I was like, you could see the exact moment at which I, like, you could see the exact moment at which the cognition clicked, you know? And I was like, oh man. But kind of like the smoky. I don't know if they're intentionally doing this, but the fact there's like a little smoky effect by the forge is kind of cool. Like if I take this out, does that go away? It's actually crazy if that works that way. And also, Doss, thank you for quacking. That is honestly kind of cool. I'm kind of a nerd for this. I don't even like hearing why people do things, but if the answer is because it's the right way, oh yeah. That's, Omi, that's exactly it. That is what turned me off. I'm not even kidding y'all when I tell you to. Like, I will literally completely evacuate the entire situation when I hear that. Because for me, that's just one of those things. It's like, oh no. I don't mess with that at all. Not how we do it, you know? Yeah, anybody who ever says that their gaming style is also the right way, I'm just like, bro, please. Please. I feel this way about, like, the Soulsborns as well. You know how there's always people who are like, my meta build? I'm like, I have seen someone literally cosplay as Toast for an entire Elden Ring playthrough and smash that playthrough like none other. It's not that deep. That. This. There's the most efficient way, sure, but not to say, yeah. 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 Exactly. That's exactly it. That was precisely the location at which everything— whoa, hello, Foggy. It stopped. That was crazy. That was a lot. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a way for efficiency, but efficiency does not determine correctness. And that's something that I think, you know, everyone can benefit from, that humbling at least once in their life. That's like, yeah, no. That is so cute. I like how the smoke actually does go up. Very fun. Now, let me toss this in, that in. Leave this a burn-in so that we get some charcoal going. This could also be gunpowder depot. Hello, Doss. Getting ready for work, so you'll be lurking? Thank you for your lurk. Thank you for lurking. There you go. I'm good. I can't complain. I'm like kind of blah. Today's just like a very like nothing is bad, but I'm just like, you know when you're just kind of like, eh. I'm like fine, you know? I can't complain. I was saying this earlier. Today's kind of like a nothing burger day. It's kind of like a chill. Yeah, like I don't know how else to explain it, but it's literally just like a, like it's fine. I wouldn't say it's like the world's most phenomenal day, but I also wouldn't say it's like a shitty day, you know? Alright, let me do this. We're gonna keep the moss chops here, even though it has very pretty colors. Oh, bless you, Doss. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, no wonder. That would definitely do it if nothing else, you know? That is, yeah, that's an exhausting. Multi-panel flag. I wonder if I can use this to make like a... I know we have a couple of them on the ship, but I'm lazy. Oh, it's mod stuff. That's why I was like, what is happening? Oh, the Archelon saddle. Oh, making a shipyard out here would actually be very smart, but... I'm peopled out, girl. I understand. There are definitely some weeks. There really are. I'm not- so I will say this. I'm very thankful that I'm not feeling that, though. I'm mostly just like, I don't know what I want to do today. You know? Kind of all over the place with it. I'm not usually all over the place with it, but like... I don't know. I'm in like a very like, you could take it or leave it mood. Which is why we're gonna make this. We're gonna craft that. You're fine, but it's like, you know, you're just kind of like bleh. Not bad bleh, but just like bleh. Oh, I cryoed up the acro. I was like, where's the acro? I hold for pickup. Why do you exist? If not for me to... Oh, let me grab a paintbrush. I don't have the paintbrush on me. The paintbrush is on the boat. Okay, this has become a lot of work. Map. Look, there goes a bull shark. Let's see. We're going to... What's the thing for this? I remember you mentioning it to me, Doss. Still cracks me up that I have never in my life. So do one thing. Yeah, how do you set the waypoint? Can you remind me? Minimap from... Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's this thing. It was not that thing.
Stegosaurus regium has approximately 16 paired rows of plates along its back, flanked by another smaller pair of 6 plates. This is contrary to the alternating
Why am I being
rows
told
of
this?
Stegosaurus fossils I've seen in...
Okay, so this was the cutscene. Oh, I just clearly clicked the wrong thing. There we go. On. Metal Depot. Entered. Alright, my little Pego. Tuck everything away aboard the ship. Off we go. Let me make sure the Pego has berries. Just in case the worst should befall us. Oh yeah, let me also leave you in here with your berries. Actually, fuck it. Be on my shoulder. Why not? What do I care so deeply about? It should just be, in theory, a straight shot back. Off we go. It's time. God, I love this coloring. That will not show up, correct? What's up, Killer? How you doing? I'm good. Listen, I could not be happier with this ARK DLC. Although I will say, today it's a very blah day. How are you doing, Killer? My life is good. I can honestly not complain right now. Just a little bit tired. But nothing all that, like... nothing that exciting. Hey, and thank you for the resub, dude. I hope you're doing well. Cheers to you, my girl. How is everything proceeding? On a Project Zomboid phase. I've heard good things about that game. That's one that I know a couple people who've gotten really into playing. Might have to give that one a check out. I don't think I've ever tried. Actually, maybe I have. No, I played Plants vs. Zombies. That's the one that I got into. I got into some Plants vs. Zombies back in the day. I got real big into that. Betsy definitely need a friend on it or it's very lonely, but it's fun, hard work. Alright, I would definitely check that out. Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. Not really trying to, not trying to take on a mission. Girl, I'm so excited. We got Black Flag this week. And we also got the— oh, speaking of which, let me see something. I'll be listening to this beautiful jaunty music. Let's see. Are you preloading my Assassin's Creed? Are you? You should be. Black Flag resynced preload. Let's freaking go. There we go. Yeah, Phoenix! How ready are you? Laughing at me because she'd already played it and I never played it before. I was so bad at it and she said it's a shame I've stopped streaming because it would have been funny to stream. It would have been. Oh my god, dude, yeah. And Phoenix, thank you for the Viking row. Let's go. We'd love to see it. They've just added a new update called Build 42. Oh, new features, I'm assuming. Which we'd like to see. Build 42, yeah, quality of life. Okay. We love us some quality of life. Awesome, so excited. It's gonna be so good. Oh. Quality of life is always the best thing that they can bring to a game, in my opinion. It's what we always need, you know? We'd love to see it, dude. That makes me so happy. Watching old VODs of Instant play it, that's hilarious. I know, right? It's so funny when you go back in the VODs and you're like, wait, have any of my people played this game? And then you go back and you're like, yes, they have. So good. Oh man, dude. I'm so excited. I hope everybody's gonna be in on the Black Flag hype. I'm very excited too that it's not really bad. It's only 63 gigs, guys. I was expecting more, to be honest. I know a lot about Subnautica watching his VODs, dude, right? I love that he reads everything too. He'll read it and then he'll practically apply it. Oh, I should probably get ready to park the boat, you know? Park this baby up here. As a Megalodon just waggles its butt at us, as is typical. Wee. Oh, I almost forgot to get rid of this thing again. That for not reading stuff and just winging it? Listen, I feel like that's very normal.
G'day, Survivor. Ready for adventure?
Right, y'all. Here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna drop off the Pego. And then I think, my own darling Pegos, I'm going to go and get myself a real coffee. I'm gonna take myself out for a little walk. I'm gonna go try and get myself some energy. Because I'm definitely feeling the blah. The blah is real right now. Because of the cloudy weather and stuff. And so, my loves, I shall return a little bit later. We're gonna be chilling tonight. We're gonna probably do a little bit more Ark. I'm gonna see what everybody's up to. I'm gonna see what's going on with this preload situation. But I will catch you guys in just a couple hours. I am so appreciative of everybody who popped in this early. You know what? I'm gonna go, yeah, Killer. I'm gonna go, like, reset my house. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go to the woods a little bit. I'm gonna go, like, get outside a little bit. Because, you know, when you're feeling kind of blah, when you're feeling kind of, like, you know, I'm just like, it's good to shake